All your subscribers gotta
They
agree
can
with you.
unsubscribe. No, they don't have to. But if they feel like they don't like what I have to say, they can go on your side. Because the reality of it is,
It's
I
not.
don't
It's
give
not
a
about a
fuck.
side. It's not about a side. It's
Nigga,
about.
if you was going to be a man with morals and integrity, when a man has peace, you extend peace. You still extending war. Nigga,
Your
you still
opinion.
extending war. And see, one
That's
thing
your
about me,
opinion.
listen,
I
one
never
thing about,
extended
listen,
war. That
you
doesn't
know,
make
you
any
are.
sense.
You are. Because
That
when a
doesn't
man
make any sense,
apologizes,
sir.
when a man apologizes, it's either two things that's going to happen. We going to knuckle up or we going to walk away. What the fuck we do?
Sir, you don't want either one of them. But what I'm saying is,
Put your money where your mouth
Back.
is.
can I
I
answer?
will
Can I
fuck you
answer?
up. I will fuck you up.
That nigga Hassan Campbell ready to fight, y'all.
When?
Whenever you ready. Whenever you
Man,
fucking ready.
y'all niggas need to take this shit to the nigga the chiller, nigga. On everything so we can see y'all niggas fight.
So what I'm gonna tell you is, hold up. Instead of you playing, instead of you playing this Tommy Sotomayor shit that you playing, right?
Why you keep bringing up this man's name?
Because you got his whole swag. I thought you was studying me, but you that nigga too. And my whole thing is,
If
I said, let's make peace.
those people see you.
Fuck the people. Fuck is you talking about? I don't worship them. Fuck them. And nigga, fuck you too. If we can't make peace and you still want to talk, then let's fight. Let's set that up. Fuck all that bullshit.
What I'm trying to
Because you
ask you.
playing mind games.
Okay, cool.
And either you want to accept the peace or you ain't. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna accept the peace.
All right, then eat a dick then, nigga. Let's fight.
I'll get to the fight later.
Let's fuck all that bullshit then.
You don't gotta
Let's fuck
talk
all
about
that
it.
bullshit then.
You don't
Because
gotta
you
talk
trying
about
to talk to a nigga like I'm some fucking tough.
Okay. Can I talk now? Can I talk now? You saying all this. We'll get to the fight. I'll give you address. But what I'm saying is, you told
Nigga,
me
you can pick me up from the airport.
You know they said the motherfucker that want to fight first and one that lost.
I know you want to say that I'm muting you and all that, but this is not how grown men talk.
I apologize. And you still beefing. The fuck is you talking about? I apologize. And instead of you saying, okay, I don't accept it, but we gonna go our ways. Nah, you wanna go back and forth because your views is crazy right now, and I know it. I know your views is
I'm
crazy.
gonna have to mute you in a second if you're not gonna let me
Good,
talk.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, New York brother. Let me talk. Your kind from New York. Let me talk on my show. Over me and then say,
He said your kind for New York. He on that nigga.
you're doing everything that you say somebody else did. He said, let me talk. That's big shit. Now, I want to beat your ass.
So let's fight now. So let's fight then.
You can't fight on the
Let's fight
internet.
then. Let's
Bad.
fight then.
This nigga say, let's fight now. That should show y'all this nigga talk. I will beat the brake shoes off your bitch ass. Anyway, the bottom line
He said he'll beat the brake shoes off his
I
ass.
said a reason why I don't respect what you're saying. And right now you're drunk till you're tough. And when you sober up, you're not gonna feel that way. That pussy gonna come out again. But at the end of the day, you talked about
He
a
said when
man
you sober up, that
never
pussy gonna
talked
come
about
out again.
shit. And then you're gonna dictate to a man what manhood is. And what I told you, bitch boy, before you got to the apology, you didn't do man shit. Because what a man do is he don't think and he don't speak on shit. He don't know what the fuck you talking about. Your bitch ass said a lot of shit you don't know what you talking about. You said
He
I
called
had
nobody's
this,
name and
my
everything.
only struggle is this. My daddy did life. I went to a homeless shelter. Motherfucker, I went through a free lunch line. Motherfucker, I earned the right to get to the NBA. Nobody gave me that, you bitch ass nigga. So the way you tell a story is that you want to stand on people's shoulders. And if
That
you
nigga
want
Kwame
to
Brown, he
fight,
from the
boy,
street.
I'll pay for your flight. 625 P.O. Box. 625 Palmetto Drive. And I'll make an example out of your bitch ass on YouTube. Don't bring no gun. Don't bring no knife. And I'll break you, boy. I'll break you for real. Bitch ass niggas like you that talk to a nigga like me, when you meet me face to face, I will break you easy, boy. I promise you, I will pay for your flight tomorrow. Tell me where you want your flight at, and it'll come. I'll pick you up, and I won't slap you until we get to 625 Palmetto Drive. I will pick you up tomorrow. Tell me you want to come to the airport, and we'll see what you talk about. I know you airpack, bitch, and I know I'll bring the bitch up out you. I'll pay for your flight tonight. Send me your information, and I'll send you the to 625 Palmetto Drive, and I'll beat the bitch up out you, boy.
Reach out to me.
No, don't do no more talk.
Hold on.
I'll
So
give
what
you
you
my
gonna do
email
is
address.
exactly. Put it, send it. Listen, send it in my DM on Instagram. Put it in my DM. Put it in my DM.
Man.
All right, well, put it in the chat. So stop talking.
The fuck you talking about?
Nigga, stop talking then. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Sinetta called me. I tell you what, Sinetta called my phone. I'm gonna text Sinetta and I'll get your information for Sinetta.
You get it from me.
I'll fly you out, bitch, because you already
Be an agent. We don't.
I'll fly you out and slap.
Oh, I've been a bitch my whole life.
Don't
Okay.
bring no knife,
You do
don't
that.
bring no gun.
You do
You
that.
want to fight, right?
You do that. You do that.
This the nigga I be watching on YouTube. He get into it. Kwame Brown, the old basketball player.
I will
Okay.
slam your tall leafy ass on your neck. I swear
Alright,
to God, fuck you up.
Nigga, this about to be a celebrity match or some chiller, nigga. I need tickets. I need to come.
You ain't been through the school hard. You ain't been through. Nigga, it don't work like that.
You gonna take a
But
bunch
you know what? I'll make an exception for you. Let's get.
You ain't making an exception. You the one put it out there. You don't even know what you said. You know what words mean?
I know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying.
making an exception. You said
I said I will fuck you up.
That's what you said.
And I meant it. I will fuck you up.
You better be drunk.
Nigga, you ain't tough.
I ain't trying to be
I will
tough.
fuck
Kwame
you
Brown
up.
getting into it with
You soft.
Hassan Campbell.
Everybody in the NBA fucking you up, man. You want to be tough to the street, nigga? You bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
But you coming tomorrow, right? You coming
Not
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
I first spoke
When you coming?
Kwame Brown related to Jordan. I ain't even know that. That's crazy. I ain't know that either.
Within this week?
I would love to invite you here.
We could do it this week.
I would love to.
You motherfucking right?
When?
You paying for my hotel?
No, you ain't gonna need no hotel. You gonna need a hospital.
Nah, I ain't gonna need no hospital. You gonna need a
jump up and
hospital.
down on your ass like
I'm
a
gonna fuck
trampoline.
you up. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Alright.
And I don't even want to fuck. You know what's sad? You know what's sad? You know what's sad?
This shit look like the little the sports channel, you know, on ESPN when they talk about the football players, basketball players, everything going in the world. They used to have it like this.
The post office and drag your ass to the mailbox like I was gonna do Matt Farm.
Oh,
That
okay.
post
You
office,
think
that's a P.O. box.
it's gonna be that simple?
You capping?
You really think it's gonna be that simple?
I
Nigga, I make your
told
fucking
you
soul.
I'm a man.
Nigga, I will make your fucking soul.
I don't think. I
Nigga,
know.
I will make your fucking soul levitate. You ain't never met a looking nigga like me, you bitch ass nigga. See, the difference between me and you is I smell pussy all on you. When you sit up there,
Too much name calling. See, the thing about this, when you call niggas out they name and shit, you gotta stand on that. You feel me?
Only a bitch nigga would tell a nigga not to go outside with his jewelry on, you bitch nigga. I'm outside every day. Every day with my jewelry on, you bitch nigga.
What day you coming here though?
You bitch ass nigga.
What day you coming here though?
I see through your punk ass. And tell Sada to suck a fucking dick with his ugly ass wife.
What day you
Tell
coming here?
Sada, I said, use this ugly ass wife to suck my dick with her bald headed ass. Tell him I hope he can get over the fucking edge here because everybody know that he bugged his fucking wife. I don't even want to talk about you no more. Tell Sada because it seems like every time you turn around, see, that's the real agent. That's the
This internet shit, it be like kind of like borderline female shit. Cause you feel me? I fuck with Hassan Campbell. You feel me? I watch him every day on YouTube. So what Kwame Brown is, that's me. Like, nigga, what's up? What we gonna do? Like, what's up? Fuck all that back and forth. Fuck all that shit, nigga. What we doing? You know, that's me. But Hassan, but like, you know, what Hassan do, he going back and forth with him. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. All right, fuck all that. You call me a bitch ass nigga. You trying to get down or what, nigga? Oh, that's it? I need to find more of this shit, man. Hold on. I just ran across this shit on YouTube. Let me see. Let's see. Hassan Campbell.
I never said your name. Why are you speaking about me?
This the full one, y'all.
I spoke about you because you spoke about me. When you mentioned my name, I mentioned you. When I made the video, and I said don't compare me to an NBA player.
What
When did I mention your name?
You wasn't talking about me earlier when you took the shot?
Sir, you said Michael. I looked up to Michael Jordan. I was abused. You said something about me.
Listen. That was sarcasm. Matter of fact, but
sir, but that wasn't about me. Just be honest.
Listen, hold on.
Hold on, y'all be honest.
Hold on.
That wasn't about me.
Listen, let's nip this in the bud. As a man, I'm gonna apologize as a man. Because the reality of it is, you didn't do nothing to me. So to cut all the bullshit, as a man, you didn't do nothing to me. I stepped on your toes. I respect some of the things. First of all, let me say this, right? When I first started hearing about you, automatically, the first thing I said was boule. I didn't do my homework. I didn't look to see whether you was on a credible dude, which your fight was. Later on, I seen the Judge Joe Brown joint, which I thought was dope, or whatever the case may be. But just to give you who I am, when it comes to anybody that comes from Hollywood, the music industry, any of that, I look at everybody sideways. So I prejudge you according to that. But as far as who you are, what you're doing right now, your message, some of the things that I've caught up on and I listen to, I respect your message as a man.
Sir, you didn't say that about 30, 40 minutes ago.
What I said was not simple 30, 40 minutes ago. What I said was a response to the indirect what you said about me on earlier today.
But listen, bro, you said something about me indirectly in 3, maybe 4.
Back, y'all.
Even when you spoke about me the first time, when somebody asked you, what do you think about Kwame Brown? You said, I like him, but. And then you went on to talk about all this stuff. And even today, you talked about the post. And I'm telling you,
Marathon.
anytime you go to prison,
I had lost my shit earlier. You feel me? Well, it was misplaced. I was looking for this shit all morning.
And that mentality.
Yeah, be a lot of talking on everything.
And you going back to the hood as a married man with jewelry and chains on, are you prepared to kill someone? Because that's what you would have to do to be in the hood by yourself. So to speak the way that you're speaking, how old are you, son?
44.
You're 44 years old with children, beautiful children, may I add. And I'm telling you, put them on the internet, you have a wife. You have a beautiful yard with flowers and dogs.
What he's saying is the truth right now.
Get joy in. But you steady going back to the hood to prove what? What you would have to do to protect those chains and to protect the thing, to brag about being in the hood. If somebody approached you, you would have to kill that person or hurt that person. Is that correct?
I don't see your point.
The point is, why would you put yourself at risk when you have a family? To brag like that about being in the hood, if somebody saw you online and ran up on you and you do something to them, you would be going to prison, leaving your wife and your children. Why would you go to the hood when you got nice flowers like that? And
first of all, for one, I live in the hood.
I feel Kwame Brown on that one.
For 2, I have family in the hood.
I feel
For 3, God made this earth.
What point you proving like being a grown ass man married with children? So like, yeah, I'm on a block, nigga, all my chains on.
Or you just travel,
like, nigga.
And you have a blow too as a person. But sometimes when
you acting like you a young nigga with the strap on you on the block.
Recognize you, they may not. I'm not gonna stop going to the hood based off of what somebody feel about me. That's not gonna happen. That's for one. For 2, I don't have a point to prove to anybody, but at the same time, I'm gonna defend myself if I have to. But I mean, the reality of it is, this conversation shouldn't really be based on whether I'm going back to the hood or not.
But it's the way that you're going to the hood, though. You going to the hood with chains on. You going to the hood saying, yeah, I can go to my hood. I can do this. I can do that. That's braggadocious.
Let me explain something.
You would have to hurt the person that come up to you in the hood. You a real street cat, right?
Facts.
So you know there's rules and regulations to the hood.
Talk about this all the time. Like you gonna move with it all. You gotta. But he an older nigga. That's what he. That's the point he made. He ain't a young nigga like me or niggas younger than me.
Regulations to the street, and you going back to your hood while you're a grown ass man with children. And if you in the hood with that many flowers, that's a nice ass hood. With that fish tank and that nice stuff you got, if that's the hood,
that's not the hood.
Okay,
that's not the hood.
I'm talking about where your family is. That's where you should stay. Because what you would have to do in order to brag like that with chains on, you would have to hurt someone,
Bad.
which would take you
Hold on.
away from your family.
Hold up for a second. I'm trying to figure out. So you basically talking to me about me going to the hood with chains on. I think that you're way too articulate as a man. You're way too smart as a man to be talking about whether I'm going. Our conversation should be based off of whether I'm going back to the hood with chains on.
But what he's stating about it is facts though. Like, nigga, you married. Hassan Campbell like 40, 50. You feel me? You're not proving that to me or any young nigga in this world by going back to the hood with his chains on. Like, I'm looking at him like, nigga, why you want to go back to the hood doing that for? Nigga, you got business, nigga, big ass house. But I fuck with Hassan Campbell though.
Hold up. You know what makes me a target in the hood? Because I hear you breaking down like I'm glorified going to jail. But do you realize that I got beef with every major rapper? Because I talk about the poison that they spew out from speakers. Do you realize when I go down to Harlem, I got beef with damn near everybody down there? Damn near every gang I speak out against. Every gang. How you say gang? I speak out against all of that. All of that. Everything that's going on in the hood with all these young boys killing each other. These parents sitting up in the park drinking Hennessy while their kids are shooting up the block. I've been speaking about all that. So my whole thing is, me personally, like I said, if your message, which I respect the fact that you got in Charlamagne's ass, I respect it. I don't rock with that, man. I don't rock with nobody that can't cook the pussy. Nobody. But at the end of the day, I still respond. So as a man, I could apologize and say, you know what? I came at the brother first. Because I was raised. But my whole thing is like, I mean, if we gonna build, I'm not really building about whether I'm gonna be in the hood with jury, because I'm gonna be in the hood with the jury. Whether I feel
That's what I'm saying. Let's expound on that though.
right.
Is it not true that if somebody run up on you by yourself with jury on,
Facts.
what would you have to do to that person?
You gotta kill him. You gotta shoot him. Lay their ass out.
So
Facts.
Somebody ran up to me. If somebody ran up to me while I got my jury on, and they tried to take my jury, it's gonna be an all-out war.
So why put yourself in that situation at 44?
At 44.
Hours,
That's facts. Why do that at 44 though? We already know you go to the hood, but you gotta have your head on the swivel for. But he made it out the hood. He 44. He ain't got he shouldn't have nothing to prove right now. But I fuck with Hassan Campbell though.
I said that earlier today. I said some of these rappers, a lot of these rappers should not even have friends, because all they do is get the people around them killed by their mouth and get the people around them arrested, because they talk tough and they get kids from these neighborhoods like me and you are from, that don't know trades and don't know skills, but they know how to harm people, and they don't know the results of and the consequences of what happens. 15, 16 years old, these boys are killers. And they're doing it at the direction of bad OGs and bad pussy-ass rappers. And I'm saying the things that you're saying and the glorification of going to prison. You started speaking about men in jail.
Hold up.
Hold on. Let me say my opinion.
You got my
can't argue
message.
an opinion. You cannot argue an opinion. This is my opinion. And then when
Fact, you can't argue an opinion. How I feel is how I feel. You feel we could agree to disagree, but you're not about to change my mind, because how I feel is how I feel. That's what you talk about.
This is my opinion based on what I heard you say. So let me get it out. My opinion, and I took it this way, therefore other people can take it this way. You talked about gangsters, and you said it in a way that made it look like you was glorifying being in jail, being around other dudes that was in jail and got busy, because you said there was no names behind me. So what does that tell young youth? That they need to be, don't be the guy who went to the NBA and became a basketball player, because that's success. Whether I scored 6 point, 1 point, my mama was on a golf course. Don't be the guy that put your mama on the golf course. Be the guy that go to prison and have your mama send him some money. Is that what you're telling the youth?
Hell no, that's not what that's how you took what I said. But so that's not what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead.
That's absolutely not what I was saying.
You got the
what I was saying, all right, so what I was saying, just to make it clear, right? What I was saying is, when I say don't compare me, like for example, I also mentioned Styles P. right? And what Styles people say
I am gonna say this though. This nigga Kwame Brown, he too motherfucking rich for his phone to be not that clear like that.
So everybody was in my DM.
Or everything. I just had to say that.
And my whole thing is,
maybe it's the app they in. They got their shit looking like that.
Why does it take for a rapper to say the same thing that I'm saying? Just like a lot of the things that you're that you're saying is the same thing that I'm saying. So what I'm saying, don't compare me to somebody in the NBA. It's no disrespect. It's basically saying that your struggle and my struggle was totally different. I'm not glorifying the prison life. I'm just saying I had to go through the hellfire. At 18 years old, you was rich.
I just want to say this. Just because a nigga ain't have to go to prison, don't mean a nigga ain't go through the hellfire, nigga, because I'm from poverty, nigga, and being a nigga on the street, we always, our mindset was like, we don't give a fuck about how many times you went to jail, how many years, nigga, on the road, what's happening, you feel me? I'm going to get down with you like you been on the street for years. Matter of fact, I'm going to get down with you like I've been in the pen with you. Like I've been in prison with you, nigga.
Your options was totally different, is what I was trying to say.
How can you say that? You can't come to that conclusion. There's no options. It's decision making and behavior. My behavior was different than yours, so I got different outcomes. You got to start telling kids the truth. That if you glorify street life, you get a big homie, and you look up to men and worship men that rock niggas snot box, you can go to prison. And if you look up to basketball players, you can go to the NBA and put your mother on a goddamn golf course. So to say it in the way that you said it made it seem like you were better than someone who went to the NBA because you were prison. But I'm just saying, and this is the thing.
I know what he's talking about, though.
No one can ever be right.
He was trying to say, he was saying it like that, like, don't compare me to no basketball player, nigga. I was in the streets, nigga.
I went to the and then when prison. Say what you're saying, you get mad
I
because
be 3
bodies.
bodies. You feel me?
So which one is it? Do you want celebrities to talk like you're talking? Or do you, because that's what you want, right? You said celebrities need to stand up for the community and be real. So once they do that, you have an out. You double talking. Because then you can say, well, that celebrity ain't connected to us. And he ain't real. He ain't been to jail. And all this other bullshit. Because you really want to shine for everything. It's not about the shine. It's about the message. I could have not let people share my YouTube videos. And at the time I'm having the hottest week, I could have took that money from that week and left the internet. Just like all the Black Lives Matter people did. I could have did that. You're in certain things about somebody that you don't even know. That's ignorance. You said I took an oath. You said MJ was elbowing me. You said all these things that you know nothing about. And all that to a black man. And you're a Muslim brother. And white folks have been using black people to I'm not afraid of no white man.
I like how this nigga Kwame Brown talk.
They can't do shit right now.
I'm about to subscribe to that nigga channel.
We are talking about each other.
I like the message. What he preaching out.
You talking about a man you don't know, and I believe it's for a YouTube algorithm. Because it seems like you have a stick. You beef with the guy, then you apologize, but you done made the money you made, but you done connected yourself with a person.
Hold on, let me stop you for a second.
You've been talking about my money
Hold up. For one, I don't care about your money. Your money don't mean nothing to me. What I care about
it several times.
Hold up. Let me make myself clear. For one,
Hassan Campbell, nigga, cash at me 100,000 real quick.
The video that
Get back to the black community one time, nigga.
Audience. I got the least amount of views that I got all for the whole month for the video that I made about you. Because because we don't have the same audience.
That's not true.
Right?
It's because people don't understand. People don't understand why you're attacking a guy.
That's bullshit. People, when you learn YouTube, people don't give a damn about nothing but drama. You've been on YouTube since 2013.
That's not true.
In a minute.
That's not true, sir.
It shows. It shows the date when you got on YouTube. Look on your page.
Okay. It
You've
shows
been making videos. You didn't just start making videos 2 months ago. You've been on YouTube.
So what's the date of my first video?
Hold up.
I bought my house in 2015. My first video, I'm in my bedroom talking about basketball. See, you're repeating something you heard somebody say.
You tell me what year did you start on the YouTube?
Sir, everybody signs on to YouTube just so they can watch other people. We're talking about being on YouTube making videos. My first video, go look at it. I'm in my bedroom. There's like an orange background. I'm talking about basketball. It's like a little clip. I barely even knew how to work it. But if you go look at my Facebook, just like Ticket TV, shout out to Ticket TV. All the things I'm saying now, I've said on my Facebook.
All right, so you got on YouTube with drama. You came straight through the door at war. This is what niggas love. That's the bottom line to that. I've been on YouTube long enough. Niggas
That's
is ignorant.
what you did, sir. You warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason. I came to YouTube. I talked to dudes behind the scenes because I was in the so-called.
You said I warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Where the fuck did Tommy come from?
Because I saw you.
Tommy?
I'll tell you. I saw you on his show arguing him, coming in doing the same thing you're doing now. And so when I came to YouTube, sir, I called dudes behind the scenes and said, yo, what you're doing is lowering players' contracts. What you're doing is wrong. Talk to me like a man. That person went to Instagram and said, fuck it, we joking. So I said, okay, let the jokes begin. And then I alleged that there was a go-along, get-along game. And then now an economics doctor was talking about me. Every platform that Charlemagne the God is talking about me. Public record said my daddy is a murderer, but nobody talked about it until Charlemagne the God, who's connected with all the Smoke podcasts, said it. The black first number one draft pick. Now you talk about all these conspiracy theories, but you won't allow yourself to go down this rabbit hole.
Hold on, what rabbit hole?
This is the rabbit hole. The first number one draft pick ever out of high school from a free lunch line. Daddy's in prison. Single mother after that my dad created. They were married. Never made it on the Breakfast Club, which is a mostly black watch show, until they were talking about my murderous daddy. You don't see a problem with that?
I never knew that.
He said it on the Breakfast Club.
I don't watch them niggas.
I didn't make the Breakfast Club for being the number one draft pick, but I made it because my dad did something that I didn't know about. You don't see a problem with that?
Oh, I see a big problem with that. And as far as, see, let me tell you something, right? And I don't say this to glorify, but where we come from, if your dad caught the body, we're gonna help him bury it. And then we'll argue about why he did it later on. That's just where we come from, in the hood. So as far as your dad doing something and committing a crime, all of us were subjected to the ugly elements of the hood where we had to make poor choices like that. It's just like you said, right? If I go outside right now with jewelry on me, as soon as I go outside, my antennas is up. I'm not the same dude that I am in front of this camera. Now I have to transform. And like you said, yeah, you put yourself in a situation like that, you wear a jewelry, you walking around the hood, whatever the case may be, but that's a decision that I made. If I feel like I want to look nice going out, or whatever the case may be, I want to look nice. And I go outside and I defend myself. Yeah, and Charlemagne, he gets sort of ready over the side to make fun of me being a father, or to my son, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just caught a body now. Now I'm in jail, and he making fun of you. I understand that clear as day. But in the hood, we don't knock dudes for catching bodies if you're defending yourself. We shut it later on.
This is my thing. You a conspiracy theorist guy. You talk about this boule and all this a lot.
You part of the boule?
No, can you? If I was a part of the boule, then why am I on everybody's tongue now in a negative light? I'm in everybody's tongue in a negative light more than the young lady who just bought a house in the all-white neighborhood that was saying she was going to destroy the nuclear family, and you ain't talking about her more than you talking about.
Are you kidding me? I had a conversation about you twice. I talk about that rusty, dusty bitch damn near every chance I get. As a matter of fact, I don't know her name. All I know is she eat pussy.
Oh, so
I talk about her, but who I deal with more so than her funky ass is Tamika Mallory and Mike Son on a daily basis. I don't let her, because Mike Son come from where I come from. So I don't let it on Tamika Mallory and Mike Son, the ambulance chasers, at all. That's who I deal with because they're the umbrella of Black Lives Matter.
Well,
I've been dealing with Charlemagne before you. As a matter of fact, Charlemagne almost had my whole page knocked down. I don't even know how he didn't get you. I had to appeal it. Charlemagne almost had my whole, he put his lawyers on me. So the things that you getting away with, I couldn't get away with. Charlemagne was right my snot box. He wasn't playing with me. He sent all the lawyers. That's why Star didn't handle Charlemagne himself. He sent me at him.
Because Charlemagne fucked himself. He brought up my sister. He brought up my daddy. And he brought up my brother. If he would have put out a lawsuit on me, then we would have countersued for all the people that he brought up their names that had nothing to do with nothing. So Charlemagne is not as tough as you trying to make him out to be.
I didn't say that.
Hold
up. I seen Charlemagne get punched in his face and run down the block. I ain't never said he was tough. You never seen
I'm
anybody punch me in my face and running down the block.
I'm talking about in the legal arena. There's countersuits.
He almost made me lose my page. YouTube wasn't playing. I had to appeal. And one of the strikes that he gave me, I did not win.
But I understand that. But see, I never spoke about Charlemagne until he spoke about me and my family and my sister and all the things that he said. Those things that he said, he didn't have to say. He used iHeartRadio, and he's connected to, he has a vested interest in all the Smoke podcasts. So he should have never done that. He put his own foot in his own mouth. So I allege that there was a go along, get along gang, and everybody is talking about me as an individual or my family. Why isn't nobody talking about coding? Why nobody talking about we crying and yelling and jumping in the streets? And I said all we need is a business plan and to go down to the Chamber of Commerce and make the same people that gave $90 million to Black Lives Matter give it to those coding and youth centers.
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
Huh?
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
No, I'm talking about in the videos that you spoke about me.
Outside of that.
No, I just want to deal with that. In the videos that you spoke about me, I would have rather you spoke about the things that I said that could be revolutionary to the community. Coding is the wave of the future. Is it or not?
That's why I apologize as a man because
no, I understand your apology, but your videos I wanted to ask you. Would coding and trades help the black community?
Trades and coding is what we have been robbed of as a people, and I've been saying this for years. Our fathers and forefathers built America, and now if you sat up there and you told us to build a deck, we couldn't do it. If you told us to fix a flat, we can't do it. AC refrigerator, we cannot do it. So yes, that one, they took all of the trades out of the school. I've been saying all of this, but sometimes when you speak the way we speak, you see, you caught the wave on YouTube because you had to defend yourself and you had to fight. So you brought the crowd. I'm on top of the fact that you are an NBA star, whether people like it or not. You are somebody that's on another level. That's why when I tell people, I'm not saying that I'm on a higher level than you. I'm saying that if you could even mention my name in the likes of somebody like Kwame Brown, then it's like, yo, you know what I mean? You on another level. You're an NBA star. I'm a nigga from the hood that's trying to make, huh?
I'm a busty bust. I'm just saying the methodology is different. You have 300 and something thousand subscribers. If you cared about your message, you would allow people. You know what I did? I just did something different. I care so much about my message and what I'm saying, and I believe in it so much. I never cared about the money. You talking about people sending me super chats. Do you know how many people are eating off my videos? Do you know how many children and families, and you know how many YouTubers that I shout out and bring up? You could do the same thing with your platform.
I'm not doing the same thing?
I don't know.
That's
what. No, I'm not saying that. I said you could be. So I don't know.
I am. As a matter of fact,
I don't know.
When you be shouting out and playing all the music, I'm not a rapper.
I understand. That's
one
one area.
And
don't you allow people to use your videos? Because some of the stuff you say is right.
I tell people,
I can honestly say some of the stuff you say is right. Why don't you let me?
I told Bullets got it today, right? Told him today. I said, go ahead and use my videos. I told your boy that you hollered out, which is my boy I was locked up with, Z-Banger. Shout out Z-Banger out. I told Z-Banger 1,000 times over. Stop taking BTX videos. You don't know her. If she get pissed off, she can flag you. Take my videos and you can remix them. Anybody that's affiliated with me, as long as you're not disrespecting me, you can take my videos and make you some bread. I told everybody that because the people around me is not doing it. So why not let somebody else do that? I said that and I just finished saying that again today.
Let me ask you this. What if
you gotta let motherfuckers, you gotta leave room for everybody to eat.
And they don't disrespect me, they just disagree with me. And I don't flag them, I don't do that.
You could disagree with
you, then what?
Well, you could disagree with me, but the minute that you start saying Hassan Campbell and ignorant shit like that, like for example, see the one thing I respect about you, because I was listening for a second, right? You never made fun of me being molested.
That's not something to make fun of.
I never heard you make fun of me, and that's something that I say, like for example, with
nigga, that's something he shouldn't have brought to the internet.
I say this all the time. When you see Neil fight the Chinese man, he apologized for him first, and then they started fighting. And he said, "Why did you attack me?" He said, "Because you never know."
I just want to pause this right here and give a shout out and rest in peace to Biz Marquis. He just passed away. You feel me? Rest in peace to Biz Marquis. You feel me? Make sure y'all drop a comment saying rest in peace, Biz Marquis. Let me know y'all fuck with me. Let me know where y'all rocking with me from.
Until you fight him. So now, me sitting up there analyzing you, you never made fun of me being molested. You was talking about my mother and what she didn't do as a parent and all the rest of that shit.
That interview got kind of boring, man. I bet.
Why are you crying, Ken?
Beyond knowing about whatever the product is that you're selling, you also have to know how to run a business, right? You have to know how to pay taxes. You have to know, if you have a staff, you have to know about human resources. You know what I mean? You have to know about management. You have to know how to, keep the talent that you have. You have to worry about losses.
Even before that, you got to learn how not to steal from yourself. A lot of people steal from themselves. They'll go into money and say, oh, well, I'm going to buy this, but I'm going to put it back.
Right, they never do.
And they can't. They don't have a means. You don't have enough to pay already, and here you go adding another bill.
Right.
You went to a concert that you didn't have the money to go to the concert.
Right.
So when I say those are stealing, that's stealing from yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought the funniest thing I ever saw, this was a couple months ago, some girl who went to All-Star Weekend didn't have enough money to actually get home, so she started a GoFundMe page for someone to donate so she could get home. Like, you went out there knowing you don't have enough money to get home, but you still go out there.
Well, people don't care. So when you have people who, and with me, Brad, because I go around and I talk to people about money, and when I go to these engagements, I'll be shocked sometimes. There don't be nobody on there. It might be 50 people, 60 people, 25 people. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with these people? Here they are. You got a guy that got out of prison. I had $200 when I got out of prison. And I'm trying to show you how I was able to take that and turn that into what I have today, you know, which the building I'm working on right now could make me $6 million every 2 months.
Wow.
You know, I literally would be on my way to being one of the wealthiest people in the country. And you know, I already got my other 2 or 3 projects already lined up right behind those, you know. Opportunities are out here, but if you haven't educated yourself, if you haven't learned how to open up your mind to opportunity, then you become what I call confined inside of your own mind. And no matter how much money they give you, if they gave you the 14 trillion, all you're gonna do is give it right back.
Facts. I just want to pause that right there. He said some real shit because I know niggas who get out of jail and be broke as a motherfucker, and I also know niggas who get out of jail and get straight to the bag, get straight to the money, and that's important. You gotta train your mind on that. Like, I don't know what niggas be doing with most of their time up in jail, but it should be your time should be put to, you know, putting information into your mind, reading, and planning, and you know, making sure you hit your goals when you get out. You feel me? Because I know niggas who get out and be bums. You feel me? Looking borderline bums, homeless. I know niggas get out, you never know they went to jail. They hop out, they get in their forums and all that. They get straight to the back. You feel me? Them the type of niggas, you feel me? I give props to, I salute. You feel me? They get straight to that bag. They don't let nothing stop them from getting to that money. But we finna get into another interview, maybe another black interview.
Hard to discover new audiences? It's time to try Taboola. Get exposed.
The founder of BT, Robert L. Johnson, who was the first black billionaire in America, recently called out for $14 trillion in reparations for black people.
Oh, where'd it go?
Do you think it's actually going to happen in our lifetime?
Only thing, I don't think it's gonna happen. But the only thing they gave us is these PPP loans, so they can fuck a lot of folks up and
Put people in prison.
Yeah. I'm glad you figured it out.
PPP stands for putting people in prison.
Yeah, PPP stands put people in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. It's on the outside.
Yeah, outside. No, but you're right. Because everybody they telling me about this shit, I'm like, look, I'm gonna wait till a nigga get along, then I go rob him. I'm not gonna put this shit in my name.
Right. No, I mean, because I remember they offered it to us. They said, hey, listen, you got a company, you got employees, you know, you can get a loan. I'm like, nah, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
Our company's doing it.
Taking that. No, I've been a straight hustler all my motherfucking life, and even when they send me the shit in the mail, talk about a loan, I'm educated. I mean, you know, eligible for a loan or whatever. I be telling them fuck themselves. They really trying to catch me up. You know what I'm saying? Give me about 9 piece. You got 9 piece? You loan me a 9 piece? Nah.
I'm over with that GYOS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Get your own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he said, what's that? You set that all the way up there.
Yeah,
what's your
man.
opinion on people
Get
say?
your own shit.
Oh, I didn't even see
Well,
this question.
speaking of BT, the BT Awards just happened.
What's my opinion on people saying they have
Well,
no choice?
let me ask you a quick question. First of all, did 3 6 Mafia ever perform at the BT Awards?
No, well, we actually didn't, because I think that the type of songs that we use for our singing at the time that we was cool for us to say on live shows.
You can say a lot of stuff back then.
Yeah.
What's my opinion on people saying they have no choice but to do what they do, like gangbanging or crime? I feel like 96% of people have a choice, different circumstances, but still have a choice. I feel like it depends. Like, yes, everybody has choices, right? Everybody got choices, but everybody don't want to just work a 9 to 5. Everybody don't want to just have a regular job. Everybody don't want to show up to work on somebody else's schedule. Everybody don't want to just, like I said, be average. Feel me? Some people want to be bosses. Some people want to be rich and wealthy. So when you taking that route of getting rich and wealthy, you trying to take your family out of poverty so they won't see it no more generationally. I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. If you wasn't born into a rich family, or it ain't that much opportunity around you that's gonna get you rich, and you gotta. Sometimes for some people, yeah. Yes, sir. I fuck with black. I fuck with black.
Baby mother gonna let him see his son. What?
Nah, he wasn't there.
Hey, Fujiano or something.
Yeah.
But I seen some of them, I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
Well, I was watching them.
With Squarespace, editing and adding pieces on my e-commerce site is quick.
Out of your own mouth, you said you was paid for a spot that you were getting your back blown out by a girl. That broke all codes of ethics and all types. You understand what I mean?
Nah, if I help you build, it's respectable that you take care of me.
Hold on. Let me go also rewind. Why do you say future pays for this?
She's stupid.
What?
Why do you think future pays for pussy? What's your perspective of that?
I'm just saying, I've heard it.
Like, do you consider paying for pussy if he flies the girl out, put her in a hotel, you know what I mean? Like, make sure she's taken care of.
No, that's a Uber service.
Okay. So you're saying that niggas is like chicks is telling future like, yo, it's a 10,000 or whatever it is to fuck, and he's paying that money to fuck.
She's stupid.
It's us five or six. You did.
Hold on, let me get it real quick. That you
Nah, he's offered me 5,000.
Who? What rapper?
Future.
No fucking way.
Put that on your mama. Future ain't offer you no $5,000 to fuck. That's cap. Future had chicks buying their own flights. Stop it, girl. I'm rooting for you, Jazz, but you can't make these type of lies.
Oh, he did. What? Wait, what?
You're saying Future.
I'm not lying. That's
Future offered you
no,
$5,000.
wait, come out. No, it's only us, right? It's only us. It's only us.
Yeah.
Word to act. It's only us.
Nigga. Oh, you shit. What is
Oh,
Yeah, he
shit.
is in it.
I ain't deafing himself. I deafened myself, my stupid fucking ass, eh? I gotta mute her. I'm gonna mute her. Okay. Alright. Wait. No, but I'm not. Oh, no, let me turn off the fucking.
Streamlabs.
Yeah. Alright, man. I'll mute her.
If you are searching for the right keywords, you should try keyword.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been smoking. I feel give me something to eat. Give me something to eat. And I got that itis right now. I'm finna smoke another blunt. Finna take a nap. I'm probably go live with y'all later on tonight, man. You already know what's going on, man. It's your boy Young Woo. Hit that like and that's this subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Let y'all folks know what's going on. I go live every day. You feel me? Never know what time, but most likely it's gonna be at nighttime. You feel me? I think that I'm gonna make that a regular thing. But listen, man, I'm gonna fuck with y'all not later, but right now, man. On the block news.